radio on.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Yep.
now back to your checklist. So A, we can hear each other, that's fine, that's clear. So where are we up to?
Choke off.
No, a choke would come off, yeah, we don't need that now. And the engine rev's about 1200, it's a little bit fast. Yeah, so, gonna creep forward on me, did I? Okay?
Yep.
Okay, what's the next one?
Oil pressure.
It's green?
Green.
That's all we want? Yep.
Radio's on.
Yep. Now the frequency, Murray Bridge, this is further down the track, this is our frequency for here.
Yep.
That's exactly on that side, that's as active or in use.
Yep.
This one is a backup, a standby, in case we go out of Murray Bridge, which is 126.7. Correct. Next one will be a radio call, so I'm going to make a call that says I'm taxiing from here across to that concrete pad over there. On the taxiway there, and there's another one over here. So this one is B for Bravo, that one's A for Alpha.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'll make the call, you listen.
Yep.
Having a look, no one coming. Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabiru 4971, taxiing for Whole Point Bravo, Murray Bridge. So I'm going to taxi over there. Okay, so just put that under your leg or wherever you want to put it. Yeah, that's it, fine. So you're going to have control. So we want to put the hand through here and lift that over and flip it all the way back. That's it, don't let it go forward, that's fine. Yep, and hold the brake, that's fine there. So we're not moving, hand on the throttle, because that's going to be our accelerator. We won't need much power because this will drag us forward. There's still nothing coming. And then we're going to steer with our feet.
Yep.
That's the catch. So ease the brake off, just slowly, see if you keep your hand up on the throttle. All clear, good. Fine. Just gently steer with your foot to the right foot, just try it to the right. Now a little bit more power. Come up the hill a bit, there we go. There we are. And we're going to come to the middle of this pad and we're going to stop on the pad, right? In the middle, and then bring power back. Not too far, just stop that left. Stop it there altogether, and then flip that lever back over to hold it there for you. Beautiful. Okay? The idle's a bit low, so just give us a little bit more power. I think you'll find it easier. That doesn't work. You'll find that works better. Finger down there like that. Gives you more control.
Yep.
Okay? So now get the check sheet out again. What have we got? Tested the rudder, we've just steered with it. That's all we can do. Yep. Now we're going to check the instruments left to right. The only one you can set is the altimeter on the left.
Yep.
And Murray Bridge has to be set at 180 feet.
Yep.
So that's 200 feet, 180. It's only approximate. That's left. On the right, there's 4 to check. Green, 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 green. That's all we need to worry about. They're all green. Okay?
Yep.
Instruments left to right. The fuel pump can go on, because we're going to take off in a minute. The brakes are on. Hatches secure, double check. Yeah, they are. That's done. Secure. Sufficient fuel. Now we're going to check the mags at 1800 revs. So have your hand here just in case we move forward. Put that down your lap again. We want 1800 revs. Other way. Yeah, everyone does it. So keep going a bit more, About there. Now check one off. Here we get a drop. Bugger all, put it back on again. Next one. Very small, back on again. Other than shake. The next one we'll talk about after is carby heat. So pull that out. No drop at all, put it back in again. And put the power away. So push the, other way. Yep. Back to idle. So we've checked magnetos and we've checked the cut. I'll talk about that when we come back. Okay, get your sheet out again. Mags, carb heat. Now we're going to put the flaps down to make sure that they work completely. So that's the flap lever, and there's an indicator up here.
Yep.
All the way to the bottom. Look outside as they're coming down. All the way down. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it, the bottom. Now look at this side. Does it look the same? Yep, roughly. Then come up to halfway here, which is that black mark there. Have a look at both of them. Look the same? Yep, so that's good. They're working. Controls. This is the controls. What we're looking for is we need to have full control. So if I was a big guy, he'd say, get your leg out of the way. I'd have to sit like that if I had to.
Yep.
Okay? So the way that make sure it's free, watch your arm, you come all the way around. It's not hitting anything. Try yourself. All the way around. So you've got full control. Yep. And it also says correct. What happens if these were wired back to front? You go left, it'll go right. So the way I teach people, put your thumb on there, thumb up, and just have it up. As you push this over, that aileron on the end should go up. Mm-hmm. Did it go up?
Yep.
Look at this one. Is this one down? Leave it there. No, leave it there. Is this one down? On the extremity there?
Yes.
Now come back, keep your thumb up. That one should be up. Is that one down? Perfect. They're correct. That's how I remember.
Beautiful.
Okay? And then the last one says trim this here and that adjoined. Mm-hmm. Okay? So if we trim this, you'll see this will go forward. Put that little mark there. We'll talk about trim in the air. We're done. So, looking over here at the windsock, the wind's coming from this way, so we're going to take off that way. Okay? And that is runway 19. See the yellow cone there?
Yep.
It's a bit of a crosswind, we'll do it. Okay, I'll make a call. Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabaroo 4971, entering and backtracking runway 19, Murray Bridge. Okay, so you put that cheat sheet away, checklist, hand over through here again now, lift that over, hand on the throttle, and we'll ease our way. Now put a bit of right foot in, just so we can see under the wing, so make sure no one's coming the wrong way. Keep going, there's nothing there, nothing coming down there again. Just go straight here, we're going to go left in a minute when we get on the gravel.
Left.
There you go, left, yep. Always have your hand on the throttle. Always. You never know when you'll need it next. Okay, so keep to the left here just for now, just stay on the gravel. Let's use your feet, I'm just teaching you to use your feet. That's good. Go across to the right. Nice and smooth. You learn how much pressure is required. Keep going, a bit more. Down there, straighten it up. Keep it there. There you go, left again. The more you push it, the further it's going to go. We don't want to snap the wheel off, of course, so we just ease it in nice to come across to the right again. Just go back and forth, just practicing. Straighten it up. Now this time just come back to the middle. I think the middle is anyway, about there, that's it, keep it in the middle. But when we take off, that's going to be the centre, roughly in the centre of the runway. Yep. The tendency is the torque of the engine will try and drag you left. So you'll always need a little bit of opposite foot to keep it straight to the run, so just keep it like that, that's good. And again, we don't ride the brake. Never ride the brake. That's it, it gets too hot otherwise. So if we're going a little bit fast, I could just ease this back a little. And it'll slow down. And then if we need the brake, we use. Okay? Must never stop on the gravel. Pick up stones, chips that pop like you wouldn't believe. So you're going to do the takeoff, but I'm going to come with you. Surprise, surprise, he says. Okay, so let's slide down. This is where we start to use a bit of the brake, that's it, but we don't stop. Right foot, good. Just a trickle more power, just a little bit, that's it. Not much, just to keep us right. No rush, we'll come out in the middle. We'll do a final check, our flaps are set. Green, 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 green. The fuel pump's on, we're good. Okay, so we don't need the brake anymore. So you can hold the stick. I'll come with you. So we're going to ease the power on, okay, and it wants to go left. See it going there already? So bring a bit of right foot in. Plenty of runway, we'll just take it easy. A bit more to the right. Start easing the power on, and we're going to eventually get full power to take off. Yep. Keep pushing, push, push. Relax that hand, relax, push it in. Keep your hand relaxed here. That's it. There we go. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Push the power on. Push, push, push. Bit of right foot, that's it. Oh, not much. There we go, beautiful. Now we've got 40 knots, we're going to bring the stick back. Just hold it and hold it. There, just hold it there. Hold it there. Keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it there. And you're flying. You're in. Relax, it's alright, we're okay. Safe as houses. That's all there is. Easy. Who said you couldn't fly? It's a tense moment, isn't it, for a minute?
That's what it is.
So now we're up at a safe height. We can put the flaps up. Does that leave it there? Up. But when we put them up, it'll try and drop a little bit. So you feel it. You'll lose a bit of lift. Push it up, it's fine. Up. Feel it dropping?
Yep.
So we just pull the stick back to overtake that. Easy, right? So that's the first bit done. Now we're safe and we don't need a fuel pump, so that can go off. And we want to climb out at 70 knots. Remember I said that first part of the climb? So we can steepen up the pitch by up here. About there. Relax the hand, relax, right? You cannot do anything by choking it. Try 2 fingers. Really, you'll be more relaxed with 2 fingers. Perfect. Okay, let's just level it off there. We'll have a look over the top and make sure there's nothing in front of us. I'll make a call just a second. Traffic Murray Ridge, Jabberi 4971, departing up wind runway 19, on climb 2500 and tracking south Murray Ridge. Okay, so first lesson first. Hands, fold your arms, fold your arms. No, trust me, I told you got to trust me. What's happening? We're still flying, aren't we?
Yep.
So, you know what that place is there? With a red track around and the green in front of it?
That's the prison.
Yeah, move along.
I know.
Hello boys. Look at me. So the question I'm asking you to think about, just trimming it up here a little bit, is it doesn't need us. Now, we can do this until we run out of petrol.
We'll just carry on.
Just keep flowing. The difference is, being a glide, if it was a glider, we could get a thermal and glider bit, couldn't we? But we can't.
Carry a thermal.
That's why we need an engine up the front, right? But we're not doing anything. So the first thing I'm trying to teach you is, let me just bring the power back here. Remember I said 2,800 for cruising? About there. So it doesn't need us. Just don't do anything, just let it float around and you've got to learn to trust it. And those little bumps, they're no more than about 6 inches really. It feels like, because we've got nothing underneath us. The only problem is if you look ahead, down here you'll find there's 2 radio towers. See them? So we'll stay away from them. You don't want to hit them, do we?
No, not ideal.
Not ideal. So, you're no different from everybody else, and that is not going to help you. Because this gets tight, and you can't move it. Okay? So what my old instructor told me to do was 3 fingers. Okay, that looks a bit pissy, I know, but I can do that.
You don't need many more input than that.
But I've got total control.
Yep.
Whereas tight will not. You can have a violent day and get tossed around like a bottle in the ocean. That is not going to save you. That is going to save you. Because all the movements have got to be small. Relatively small. Power's a little bit fast. And of course the question I get everyone on their first flight of where's those towers? They're behind us? On now?
Yep.
I wonder, we never turn the engine off by law, we're not allowed to do that. But what happens if the engine would have stopped? What do you think would happen?
Drop a bit of airspeed, drop a bit of height.
Yeah, well, airspeed is gone because we're going to lose. I'm going to throttle back, I'm not going to turn it off, so don't be frightened by it. So if I just ease the power back to idle, trim it, what's happening now? Gliding. We're coming down. We're not falling out of the sky, are we? So we can't stop here forever because we've run out of lift. power just a touch. So we're at idle. And we're coming down. We're falling. But we're not going to crash and burn. So don't ever think for 1 minute. Everyone says, oh, single engine. Just land one of these paddocks. Be dead easy. No problems at all. Not going to ease it. Now the engine's cold. It's coming back in very cold now. It doesn't take long. So I just ease the power on just a little bit. Give it a chance to warm up. We'll keep heading south here. So, over controlling it doesn't help you at all. That's your first lesson. Now she'll start to warm up. We can ease the power on. 2,800. We're flying again. Okay. And we are over there. Keep the hand relaxed. I can tell by the white knuckles, that's how I can know exactly what you do. I'm not being intimate, it's just, I can see it straight away. That's just natural fear, and that's okay. So that's Murray Bridge Township there. That big township. That's Tail and Bend over there.
Track is.
Sorry?
Where the track is.
Yeah, the track will go over there. You're a sporty man, eh? Motorsport man? No, you've been it'll go for a long time.
I am indeed.
So as a motorsport man, we're doing 100 knots, which is nearly 200 kilometres an hour.
Yep.
And the natural turbulence of the air, which is what we're feeling today, the plane, as you saw before, will correct itself. So if it goes that way, it'll bring itself back again. Unless it's severe. Bring it back, don't fight it. So we've left Murray Bridge now, so we'll change over to the next radio frequency out here, which is that 1267. And if at any stage you're not enjoying yourself, or you're feeling a bit crook or whatever, don't be a hero, we just go back, just let me know. No problems at all. So flying is a little bit about pictures. See the horizon, see the bubble in the nose, like at the back of the propeller. So if you use that bubble and the horizon as a bit of a guide, if you see the nose there, we're climbing. Okay? If you see it down here, takes a while to catch up, we're falling. Right? So the right picture is about there. Without even looking at this, I'm looking out there somewhere, we're not going up or down. Okay? And then once you've got it there, you've got some pressure. See, it wants to go up all the time?
Yep.
So if you push it back down, this little lever here, this trim lever, you can trim it to hold it there for you. Let go now. Still going up, pushing it forward a bit more. So that's attached to this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're 2,300, we don't know what height we're at, that's okay. So that's Tail and Bend, the town there, and the track's on the other side. Some people like fresh air. If you don't let me know, I'll just close the air vent. Now the other thing with the horizon is if you look at the horizon, can you tell me whether your left wing is down or your right wing? It's about right now. What's it doing now?
Right wing down.
So you've got to fix that by doing that. Very small movement, isn't it? Very small.
Sure, flat traffic, Jabu 8198, joining crosswind 27. Sure, flat.
Intentionally came up here because of referrals. So
Okay, someone who learnt with us?
someone that I work with is a supervisor. He's been flying trikes and ultralight
Oh, you were talking about that before, yes,
for
yes.
a very long time. He
Okay.
said, this is where you want to go.
this wing is down just a little bit till, so just bring it back. It's only small, but it just gives you much, otherwise it feels wonky after a while. Yep. So there's, can you see the track now?
Yep.
So come out to the right a little bit, so a bit of right foot and right stick, that's it.
So is this all uncontrolled airspace throughout?
You're right, yep,
here?
absolutely. Okay. Come out to the right a little bit, so now we're at 2,400, aren't we? So now we can straighten it up. So we could come, legally we can come down to 700 feet, legally. Okay? Yep. So let's just bring the power back a little bit, just ease it back, and tell me what happens to the aircraft. We start to come down. That's okay, we'll do a low circuit over the top of the track. Because we're allowed to. While the races are on.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh yeah. Nothing.
Wouldn't be able to take a photo quickly, would I?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's alright?
Yep, my aeroplane, I'm in control.
No,
that's fine. In fact, we can come down. There's not a bad shot from up here at this height, really.
the car guys will be
wetting themselves.
Very impressed.
Tell me whatever you want.
Sure, flight traffic, Jabiru 8198, turning downwind 27, sure flight.
Good view, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Traffic 6 miles west of Wellington, Romeo India Hotel has dropped one canopy from 9 to 1000 approximately 1 minute ago, overlaying on aerodrome traffic 6 miles west of Wellington.
Very impressive.
Took a long time to get started, but then once you got started, you had to take it off.
Romeo India Hotel is forming 2 parachute drops from fly levels expect. 2 canopies overlaying on aerodrome traffic 6 miles west of Wellington.
I suppose he's the richest guy in South Australia, so...
Who is it?
Payhin.
So, oh, okay, the smoke mark man. Is he a driver?
He is, actually.
Okay. That's it? Ease it on, because it's past cold, so that's okay. And that's going to give us lift. Keep pushing, push, 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 push. And there's your 80 knots. That's a nice sort of cruising climb out. Not in a rush to get away. Full power. So you'll get just over 3,000 out of it. But there is a point at which you're just pumping fuel at the back end, you're not getting any return for it.
Yep.
But remember I said we're in full power and we're climbing, which we are, but we want to climb at 80 knots so we can steepen it, that's it, which will then slow us down, but we'll climb faster. And we can trim it, that's your hand's good now, that's what I want to see. So trim it just to keep us there. There. Nice and relaxed, it's good. That gives you your quickest height for the power. There is a point at which we get too steep and we'll stall. Means the wings will stop lifting, but that's around about 60 knots at this stage, so we'll be fine. We get the attitude, there's 3 words you remember. Attitude, get that picture right, that horizon thing.
Yep.
So that's about right there. Attitude, and we're not climbing. Then bring the power back, attitude power. Back to 2,800. Back. That's that 75% power thing. Out there. And then trim it so it doesn't keep coming up. So we push that thing forward a bit. We take the pressure off there. There we go. It'll creep up a little bit. Just tip it forward and adjust it. That's just the air movement. So see those 2 clouds there? What are we at? 2.5, I reckon they'll be right. So let's climb up And we want to go in that valley between the two clouds. We can't go in them. So how would you climb up there? Yep. Good. Pitch it up.
Helicopter Foxtrot Romeo leaning overhead for on the reservoir at 1,600 and on the stand for window traffic.
We can't get any more power out of it.
No.
So, and we may not make it. That could be the problem here. So I doubt whether we're going to make it, so that's fine. Just ease the nose down a little bit. Then come out to the right and we'll go around it while we're climbing. Make sense?
Yep.
We can't go into it or near it, so. So there's 4,000, so we've still got to stay away from it, so keep an eye open, nothing there. Not that I expect anyone out here anyway, but you get the idea. And our upper limit here is 4,500 feet, so we've got 500 feet to go legally. What a view. And while I'm climbing, I'm just keeping an eye on things, just to make sure everything's green, which is safe. Now see on the nose, see that wispy bit at the top there? Just that little, not the cloud on the right, the one right on the nose.
Yep.
Sort of go through the middle of the wispy bit. I'm giving you an aiming point, right?
Cool.
And trim it if you need to hold it there, otherwise you'll be fine. Go through that, exactly as you're going now. Through that middle of the bit there. You'll get one little bump and that'll be the end. Down a bit. Yep. All clear around.
Wakery traffic, Yankee November Hotel, Diamond Star, 10 nautical miles 2G south, 2,500 feet, inbound to circuit, ETA time 18. Wakery.
There you are, flying through a bit of cloud. Well, not cloud, a bit of a wisp, isn't it? Great freedom, isn't it?
Probably the most you can get.
I think you're close to it there. So you're holding your height, 4,500 feet. Okay, so there's Murray Bridge over there. So now we want to go down underneath this cloud here. Yep. So how would you go down? Go down faster. How would you come down faster? That's exactly right. I'll just put the carb on. Go underneath it. This one, we're going to go underneath it. So power back even more. Power back even more. That's fine. Once, pull out the sky. All the way back. And we're coming down at 1,200, 1,300 foot a minute. But all good, safe. Oh, yeah, we won't do. See, there's the river there. So just keep coming down now. We're going to keep straight ahead now. See how quick it responds? So it's just nice, smooth movements. And we're going to come down to, I don't know, 1,500, so we've got another 1,000 feet to go. And we're going to follow the river. Keep that wing a little bit. That's it. Not much. That's fine. And because we are descending, we've got to arrest the descent at some stage, but normally about 100 foot beforehand we'll start to level off, put some power on, fly along at 1,500. About there I'd start to level it off, that's it. Don't let the nose come up again, that's fine. So there's that picture again. And now we can ease it. It's very cold now, so let's just put a little bit of power on. That's it. Just keep it there until this engine warms up a bit. That's the only downside with engines, particularly on a cold day. This won't take long, she's coming up now. If we lose a little bit of height, we'll catch it up afterwards. Yep, she's on green now, so just ease the power on. We'll get back that 100 feet that we just dropped. Yeah, so if we follow the river, if you stay just to the right of the river so you can see the left-hand edge, just follow it. So see where the nose is? See what's happening? And we've gone from 1,500 to 1,700, so we can ease the power back a little bit and we'll come down again. So we want to try and hold that 1,500 if we can. Follow the river around.
Right.
Yeah, follow around. Don't have too much fun, alright? Make a call. Code Murray Bridge, Jabiru 4971, overhead Maipalonga, 1,400, inbound estimate circuits in 5 minutes, Murray Bridge. Okay, so now we want to turn back, so we're going to do a 180 and we're going to start heading back towards Murray Bridge, the airport. So just a nice shallow turn. So you're holding this height perfectly, you know, within 100 feet, which is fine. Now, whether you can see it or not, but the runway, see that metal white shed there?
Yeah.
Runway goes that way.
Gotcha.
See it there, in the grass?
Yep.
That's it. So we'll fly over the top, and then we'll join the circuit.
Gotcha.
I'm not telling you, I'm not doing anything, you're doing all of this. I've done nothing since we left. There's the runway there.
Yep.
So we'll go over, and then we'll turn around and come back.
Your aeroplane.
That's the one, time in charge. And I'll talk out loud what we're doing here now, right? So we need to descend to come in on that runway, okay? And we do it, basically, we join across the middle, around, and then land. It's a pattern we will follow.
Gotcha.
So now I'm going to turn the fuel pump on. Why? Because it's dangerous time. We don't want it to fail there.
Yep.
And because I've brought the throttle back, you understand about carby ice?
Yes.
Okay, so now we've got a chance for carby ice.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put the heater on. That keeps the ice at bay.
Nice and warm, yep.
Yep. Brings in hot air from the manifold. Runway. Yeah, so the rule with a carby heater for us is throttle back, carby heater on.
Yep.
Power on, carby heater away.
Oh, yep.
They go together. So the circuit height, the height at which we all must be, is 1,200 here. So there I'm at 1,200. The carby can go away. Okay, it's a good time to have it. Carby here because it's cold. And we've got set the flaps, but we can't set the flaps until they're in this white arc. See the white on the inside? Now
yes.
We can. One stage of flap. Feel it drag. Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabiru 4971, base 19, full stop Murray Bridge. The view only the pilots get to see, right at the front.
That's view.
A great view, isn't it?
Yes.
Better see it in the video, hopefully. Put it up for you this way. Get off to the left, to the right, I mean. Beautiful day to fly today.
Glad I booked it for today.
Yeah, good choice. That's the stall warning you can hear?
Yep.
So we're right on the stall. He was getting ready to stall, which is fine. We've still got about 5 knots up our sleeve. It's a warning only. So to land on that front wheel is not a healthy thing. Traffic Murray Bridge, January 4971, vacated all runways, Murray Bridge. Flaps can go up. Fuel pump can go off, and we're done.